Ladies and gentlemen, racing enthusiasts and fans of pure grassroots racing, welcome to the iconic South Boston Speedway. Nestled in the heart of Virginia, this iconic track is about to ignite with the thunderous rumble of engines as the street stocks take to the asphalt for a night of adrenaline-fueled excitement. South Boston Speedway, a legendary bastion of local racing, has been a proving ground for aspiring racers and a showcase of raw talent for generations. Tonight, as the sun dips below the horizon, we gather under the glow of vibrant track lights to witness a spectacle that the essence of grassroots racing. Laid out before you is a fleet of street stocks. With their rugged exteriors and battle scars, these steel-bodied warriors, ready to conquer the quarter-mile asphalt battlefield, stand as a testament to the passion and dedication of their drivers. With engines growling in anticipation in the air, we stand on the precipice of a heart-pounding exhibition of skill, strategy, and sheer determination. As the green flag drops, the South Boston Speedway will erupt into a symphony of power. The street stocks surge forward, their tires clawing at the track, vying for position in an electrifying display of speed and car control. Fenders rub, wheels bang, and sparks fly as these warriors of the track engage in fierce battles lap after lap. Witness the artistry of these drivers as they maneuver through tight corners, skillfully navigating the undulating track, searching for the perfect line that will grant them a precious advantage. The roar of engines fills the night air as these daredevils push their machines to the limit, their skill and bravery on full display with every passing lap. Tonight we bear witness to the soul-stirring essence of grassroots racing, the street stock, with their down-to-earth charm and unforgiving nature, offering a thrilling showcase of raw talent and unyielding spirit that make this sport so captivating. In their battle-scarred machines, these drivers embody the very essence of the South Boston Speedway, where dreams are forged, rivalries are born, and a community comes together in the pursuit of one shared passion. So, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for a night of adrenaline-filled action as South Boston Speedway opens its doors to the street stock. The stage is set, the engines are revving, and the stars of grassroots racing are ready to leave it all on the track. You're ready to witness a mesmerizing symphony of power, skill, and unwavering determination as South Boston Speedway welcomes you to a night you won't soon forget. Matt, what do these drivers have in store for them tonight?
Well, Ryan and race fans, I think tonight we are going to have a barn burner here. We got a heck of a points battle going on between the top three. This is a racetrack that started the whole iRacing service probably, 15 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that. So all these drivers are very familiar with this track. I think this is going to be a really fun race to watch.
And exactly that. Talking about the tight points race, let's take a look at the points. Right now, Jeffrey Harden is in the lead by 7 points at 330 altogether. Lowell Jewell and Donnie Moore are tied for second, 323 points. Bruce Pearson, Joe Segala, Steve Hilbert, Kurt Smith, Tom Hilbert, Trey Bloom, and Jason Menda round out your top 10 in the points. But at this point, it comes down to Harden, Jewell, and Moore. Those are the names to keep an eye on tonight. Any one of those three drivers could walk away with the championship. And with that, practice is coming to a close. Let's drop the curtain on that as we prepare to grid up for 40 laps of action. Starting on the pole tonight is Tom Hilbert, the younger of the Hilbert brothers, with Joe Segala to his outside. Row 2 will be Kurt Smith with Chris Hazlip. Row 3, Steve Hilbert and Lewis Flowers. Row 4 is Brandon Litz, newcomer to the series, and Matt Chinoski. Further back, you got Lowell Jewell in 9th, Donnie Moore in 10th, both going for second place in the points currently. Then you have row 6, that is Nathan Guilford, newcomer. This is his first night, and flanking him to the outside, Justin Walbring, also first night in the series. Welcome to both of them. Then you have Bruce Pearson and Jeffrey Harden, and J.R. Shepard is here tonight with Todd Liston rounding out the field. Correction, Chris Davis rounding out the 17 car field.
Yeah, Ryan, this is going to be a good race tonight. You got, the bottom lane will be preferred here tonight, so you're going to have all these guys trying to get down there. Later in this 40-lap race, you might see that high line work, but you might see a little bit of it working here on the start. But they are going to be trying to get to the bottom.
Now, I know last night we had the Tour mods, we had the Super Late models. Both series you saw people using that outside line late in the run. But with the street stock, how loose this car can get and how fast these tires can burn out in 40 laps, I don't think that line's going to work as well as it did last night.
Yeah, that will remain to be seen here. We'll find out here real soon.
Pace car pulls off, and Tom leads the cars around to take the green. Hilbert is off. Good start for Flowers, stays alongside of him. Did not get caught sleeping on that jump, as we already have a battle for the lead. Flowers doing exactly what we said might not work. He's proven us wrong, as he is making that outside his. Staying right alongside Hilbert. One lap in the books, and it looks like Flowers is going to come out ahead on this one. Coming out of turn 2. There goes Flowers. Clears into lead. We have a new leader. Hilbert slots himself into second. Further back, you have a battle with Kurt Smith trying to use that inside line to get around Brandon Litz, newcomer. And you see throughout the field, the cars are very quickly single filing out as that inside line is the dominant line. And we have our first caution. That did not take long. Let's see if we can.
Segala's involved in it.
Joe Segala. Let's see what happened to Joe. There you see Segala come through the corner. Looks like a 3-wide situation ahead of him. That was not the cause. Hilbert and Segala came together. Let's see if we can get a better angle on that. I saw Harden split in the middle to get ahead. Looks like Hazelup was already out of shape when Harden made the move. And yep, Joe was just... That's the story of Joe Segala. Wrong place, wrong time. He just happened to be there and caught the mess.
It seems to be his MO.
Man, poor Joe. Week after week, he's always just in the wrong place. And that is one caution down. We are 5 laps in. Current leader, Lewis Flowers. This is his second week with the Bootleg Racing League. Good job on Tom Hilbert holding on to second place, but Kurt Smith is going to be starting in the shotgun position, third place, and I see Tom struggling to keep that spot.
Yeah, I think Tom's going to struggle to keep that spot, and I think Flowers is going to have his hand full with Kurt Smith. He's really proven to be quite strong here as of late.
Yeah, Kurt Smith, a series veteran. He's been with the Bootleg Racing League for years. And he has speed. So I think you're right. I think Flowers is going to have his hands full. So your top 5 will be Lewis Flowers, Tom Hilbert, Kurt Smith, and Brandon Litz with Steve Hilbert rounding out the top 5 when the green flag comes out. Lights are off on the pace car as they come down the backstretch one final time. There, the pace car dips off. Flowers comes out of turn 4 and gets on the loud pedal. Oh, a late start for Flowers. Kind of stacked the field up, forcing a 3-wide for second place with Kurt Smith taking over. Hilbert up top. Looks like Litz backed out of that situation. Probably a smart move. But you still have it all bunched up further back for 5th, 6th, and 7th. There you see Steve Hilbert under pressure from Harden and still trying to hold on to that position off Litz. Looks like Steve is going to take it as Litz falls further back. Harden now moves up as well. And Litz finds himself in that position no driver wants to find themselves in, where he is stranded up top. And we have a battle for the lead. Kurt Smith is not wasting any time getting below Flowers and quickly getting a nose out in front. Going into lap 11, Kurt Smith has cleared into lead. Looks like Flowers didn't really put up a fight there. I think he knew he did not have the dominant line and just gave it to fight another day.
Yeah, you see Flowers is diving it in there a little too shallow on entry, so he's pushing up in the middle. And I think he's got to get that under control or he's going to start losing some spots.
Yeah, you can definitely see he gains on corner entry, but on corner exit, Kurt Smith is just pulling away from him. Here we have Todd Liston is working his way up through the field fairly quickly. Already up 10 spots from where he started. Up into 4th. Good for Todd. Oh, and it looks like we have contact with Lowell Jewell. I think that's Steve Hilbert. Behind them, newcomer Nathan Guilford.
Oh, no.
Well, it looks like they all came out of it okay, but not in time to stop that caution. Lowell was completely sideways being pushed down the track. Let's get a look at that. Here you have Chris Davis, Lowell Jewell behind him. Lowell comes up, and there's just a car there. I don't think Lowell knew Steve was going to still be there. And they all recovered nicely, but yeah, definitely they got lucky the caution came out, because if it didn't, they'd be seconds behind the field.
It looks like that caution came out quick enough to where Lowell did not lose any spots.
Yeah, Lowell got waved back up to 8th. He'll be starting 8th place behind J.R. Shepard. Starting on the outside, not ideal, but as we saw with Flowers, you can make the outside work even in these street stocks.
Yeah, you look at the points contenders right now. We got Harden up there in 3rd, and Jules in 8th, and Donnie's in 10th. So Jewell and Donnie got some catching up to do if they want to have a shot at Jeffrey.
Oh, you know, with 2 rounds left in the series, or season, excuse me, Harden is thinking keep it clean, keep it fast, and just get a good points night. That's all he needs to stay in the lead. But with Moore and with Jewell, their fight's different. They need to push. They're running out of time. They need a good win. They need a good finish. They need a good points night. So they're going to be pulling out all the stops tonight.
Yeah, Donnie and Lowell were tied, weren't they?
Donnie and Lowell, yeah, they're tied for 2nd place, both with 323 points, 7 points behind Harden. Kurt Smith still in control of your field as we're coming around to take lap 18. Flowers doing a good job holding on to 2nd. Behind them, now Jeffrey Harden, the man of the series. He's been winning all season, and he is fast. He's up 9 spots from where he started, starting to the inside of Todd Liston. Liston and Davis are currently tied for our big movers, both up 10 spots from where they started the night. So good job for both those drivers. All right, the field is doubling back up to come around and take that green flag. Let's see what kind of jump Kurt can get on Flowers. Flowers was really quick on that pedal, and he almost surpassed the rest of the field. So we'll see what Kurt Smith has for him. Very early jump for Smith as he clears out in front. That allowed Todd... Oh, no. Contact with Harden and Flowers. It stays green. There is no caution. But that checked up the whole field, and Donnie Moore is around. Caution flag is out. That is not what Donnie needed out of tonight.
No, that little checkup there between Harden and Flowers, that really backed up everybody. Oh, little 3 wide situation there.
Yeah, it looks like that backup just, forced a 3 wide situation with Davis, and I didn't see the other driver. Let's take another look. There's Donnie coming around. There's the checkup. He checked up for Shepard. And that is Todd Liston and Chris Davis. And Donnie, unfortunately, just caught at the bottom of 3 wide. And this track is only 45 feet wide. You really can't be going 3 wide here. It's not going to work.
Now things get a little tight at this track in a big hurry.
All right, the field comes around again to get stacked back up. Still Kurt Smith is your leader. And Harden, Hilbert, Shepard now up 9 spots into 4th. And Lewis Flowers fell back to 5th after that contact. Still a decent recovery for Flowers. He really did bounce off Harden and kept it straight. I think if the caution didn't come out, he would have still been pretty fine.
Yeah, Flowers is proven to be pretty decent. Decent driver. I think last week was his first time with the Bootleg Racing League.
Yeah, this is his second week, and he finished 4th, if I remember, last week, so he has speed. He can hold his own with these boys.
It's always interesting to see when you get new guys to the league because, you know, a lot of these guys have been together so long, including you and I, with these guys, that when you get new guys in, sometimes it's a little nervous if you're racing around them because you just don't know, but it's also fun to see what they can do and, you know, if they want to hang around and make this their permanent home here at the BRL.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big pro to running in a league every week is you get to know the drivers, you know how they operate, you know what you can do and what you can't do around that said driver, and that makes the racing a lot more exciting. And here we have the cars doubling back up as the lights are off on the pace car coming down the backstretch into turn 3. Kurt Smith coming around to take the green, now with Harden to his outside. Another very early jump for Smith as he clears out in front of Harden. Harden gets ahead of Hilbert. J.R. Shepard trying to follow suit. Looks like he is also going to be able to clear, as Liston would also like a piece of that, and he gets above. Now sticking his nose in behind Liston is newcomer Guilford. Having a good showing tonight. He's up 9 positions, up into 6th place, going for 5th. Good run for Guilford tonight.
Yeah, he's been pretty impressive tonight.
Oh, sorry, Matt. It looks like Shepard's starting to look to the outside of Harden. That's ever going to put the pressure on Harden, make him act sooner than he might have wanted to. Now Shepard's going low. He's just looking on both sides, seeing where he can get in, and Harden's getting really loose. He was out of shape coming around on the front stretch. As he gives Liston a little bump, he says it is time to go, but it is too late. Shepard got to the inside. Harden now stuck up top. That might be a death sentence for Harden's race tonight. Kurt Smith trying like all heck to make his car 3 cars wide. But you know Shepard, he is good at timing his moves and timing your moves. I don't think it'll be long before Shepard gets a nose in there.
Yeah, you know, when you come in here, when you're like Shepard tonight, he hasn't ran all season. He's taken Saturdays off this season. And when you come in here 2 weeks from the end, you're trying to be careful around the points people because, you know what it's like when you're racing for a points battle. And you don't want to interfere too much, but at the same time, you're trying to win a race. So I know he was trying to be careful there around Jeffrey at the same time.
Now Shepard, with 8 laps to go, Shepard is really putting the pressure to Smith. And back and forth, there's Harden, fell all the way behind Liston, but he is not going to stay there. As he looks high, he looks low, and eventually he finds his opening. As it looks like Liston actually missed a braking point, overshot that corner a little bit, and drifted up high. But it looks like Liston might actually be trying to make a move on Shepard. It did not pan out as Liston makes contact with the wall, allowing Harden to get by. Smith still holding off Shepard up front. 6 laps to go. If Smith can just hold that inside line, I think he has a solid chance at taking the win tonight.
I think he does. JR, though, he's got that. He's sitting back there right now. You think he's riding there, but he's working on a plan.
And looks like we're seeing his plan as Shepard goes high, trying to beat him out of the corner. Let's see how this turns out for him. If you time it right, you can get the momentum, and Shepard does, as he gets a half a car length in front of Smith there, and there he clears going down the back stretch. New leader, J.R. Shepard.
Yeah, see what he did there was he went around that outside, and when you do that, you pinch that bottom guy down, and he got a little loose coming off, so he lost all his momentum, which let JR clear him.
Only a few laps to go. Let's see what Jeffrey Harden can do, because like we said, he needs a good points night, but now the pressure's kind of off. Jewel is back in 10th. Moore is in 12th. They both had rough races. So right now, Harden's already going to come out the big winner here, regardless of where he sits on the podium.
Yeah, this season's been really impressive with Harden. He's just been, sorry about all the Harden has been really impressive to be able to stay out of trouble. And that's really what it takes here in this league, is if you can just stay out of trouble and have solid finishes, you're going to win championships.
Yeah, being fast is great. Being consistent is better. And Harden has been very consistent all season. As the white flag comes out, J.R. Shepard coming around turns 1 and 2, well in control of the lead by over half a second. Shepard comes out of turn 4, comes around, takes that checkered flag. Behind him you have Kurt Smith, Jeffrey Harden, Todd Liston, and newcomer Nathan Guilford rounding out your top 5. Liston, Guilford, and Davis all up 10 spots. Shepard up 12, making Shepard the big mover, but that's nothing new.
No, it's not. He's always a safe bet. If you were in Vegas and you were putting some money down, that'd be the guy you'd put it on.
And with that, we are going to take a quick break, let iRacing timing and scoring catch up, and we'll be right back with the official race results. Don't go far.
Streaming cyberspace into your place. Sponsored by Gargamel's Kitchen. From Five Flags Speedway, it's the Virtual Grip Network's final round coverage of the Bootleg Racing League's late model series. From Pensacola on this Saturday night, John Hine, along with yours truly, Bill Stoops, on high up in the broadcast booth to bring you our bird's eye view. We play Ryan Seneca, turning the knobs and pushing the sliders. Chug-a-lug, makes you want to holler, hi-da-ho!
And welcome back. And here are your official iRacing race results. J.R. Shepard with Different Path Motorsports took the win tonight. As he typically does, you just can't really beat J.R. Second place was Kurt Smith. Great run from Kurt, holding off Harden and Shepard for a long time there, making his car super wide. Our current points leader, Jeffrey Harden, comes home in third. Good points night for him. Again, just staying out of trouble and keeping that points lead. Todd Liston and newcomer Nathan Guilford round out your top 5. Chris Davis, Lewis Flowers, Joe Segala, Lowell Jewell, and Bruce Pearson, your top 10. Further back in the field, we have Brandon Litz, another newcomer to the league, came in 11th. Matt Chinoski, always good to see him on track, 12th. Donnie Moore, not the night he was hoping for, as he fell back to 3rd in the points after this with 13th place finish. Steve Hilbert, Tom Hilbert, come out 14th, 15th. Chris Hazlett and another newcomer, Justin Walbring, round out your 17-car field tonight. All right, and now it looks like we have Jeffrey Harden, 3rd place finisher tonight. Jeff, you ran into some trouble there. It looked like you got into contact. You almost lost the car. You recovered, and you kept pushing forward for a good points finish tonight. Is that pretty much what you were going for tonight?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay in front of Lowell and Donnie. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on that restart. I don't know if Lewis got loose or whatnot, but yeah, I think it knocked my toe off. So I was still fast, but it wasn't the same after that.
Yeah, it looked like you weren't battling as hard. I thought maybe you were just playing it safe and accepting the points. But okay, so the car actually was damaged. Well, then I'm even more impressed because you were keeping up with the leaders.
Yeah, it really affected on corner entry. It made the car really loose, so I kind of had to back my corners up. But it might have helped a little bit on exit.
Okay, well, kind of a give and a take there. Well, what were some of the key factors that kept you out front today? Because you actually were up 9 spots from where you started. How did you get through traffic so quickly? Were people losing their line, or were you able to use the outside line better than others?
I know on that initial start, it's like the inside line didn't get going. I don't know if it was loose down there or whatnot, but I just followed Bruce on up through the field. Then I think Chris got up there and we ended up 3 wide, and like something happened behind me, but I was just glad to make it past that.
Well, next week we're going to Five Flags, season finale. You have a strong hold on the points lead after tonight. What are your plans going into next week?
I'm going to let it all hang out next week.
Just gonna give it all she's got and try to finish with a win?
Yes, sir. I'm going to channel my inner Jason Minda.
That's what I like to hear. All right, Jeff, great run tonight. Great job holding on to a podium. Who would you like to thank for tonight?
You and Matt up in the booth, and of course my wife Brandy for sitting on the couch and listening to all this.
Yep, there you go. Well, thanks, Brandy. Appreciate it. And that was Jeffrey Harden, finished 3rd place, current points leader. Let's see if he can finish strong next week with a win. And with that, let's bring this to a close because it looks like we don't have another interview. So, if you like what you saw here tonight, next week, as we mentioned, we're going to be going out to Five Flags. You can catch us again on June 17th. That'll be at 7:10 p.m. Eastern for the final round of Season 26 in the Street Stock Series, Five Flags Speedway. It'll be a great show. Later tonight, immediately after this broadcast, we will be back with the BRL SK Modified Series here at South Boston, 8 p.m. Eastern. It goes live. It'll be myself in the booth. Brandon Litz will be joining me on the call, so stick around. You won't want to miss that one. Everything you've seen and heard tonight was made possible by Skidder Creek Motorsports Group. They are home to the Bootleg Racing League, the GT Racing League, Thunder Ridge Racing, Virtual Grip Network, and more. For more information, visit them at skiddercreek.com. This has been a production of BRL TV, a broadcasting service aimed at giving up-and-coming commentators a place to get their feet wet in the world of sim racing broadcasting. If you've ever wondered if you have what it takes to commentate or direct live races, this is your chance to get some experience with no pressure. You just show up and talk. If interested in getting in on the fun, visit bootlegracingleague.com to find out how. Now, from all of us here at the booth, myself, Matt Hoos, and everyone on the BRL TV crew, thank you for watching, and have a great night.